RAM. Okay, so 1 second, it is there, right? Okay. So first of all, primary memory. So when you say primary memory is nothing but a RAM and ROM. RAM and ROM are a primary memories. RAM and ROM are a primary memories. Okay. When you say main memory, when you hear main memory, main are a physical memory like this. Main memory, physical memory. It meaning is your physical RAM only. Physical RAM only. Okay. So always. Next, first one is RAM. What is RAM? Random access memory. Random access memory. What is ROM? Anyone? Read only memory. Very good. Read only memory. Okay. RAM is volatile. RAM is a volatile memory. ROM is non-volatile memory. So what is a volatile memory? It is temporary memory, and it is a like a permanent. So when power goes off, when is power off, data lost. Data will be lost. Okay, even when power off, data remains in ROM. Okay, data will be there. No data loss. Exactly say no data loss. Okay, it is a computer main memory. Okay, it is a computer main memory. So this is a basically RAM and ROM kind of stuff for a generally basic thing. For me, it is a little bit different. Guys, look at RAM function is different always. Look at this picture. See, RAM loads the data from your hard disk, CD-ROM, keyboard, mouse, like that. It load the data into RAM. What are we loading? Instructions. Instructions we are loading, and data related to that instructions we are loading into the RAM. RAM load this data into CPU. RAM load the data into CPU through cache. Through cache anyway. Okay. RAM load the data from IO devices and load the data into CPU. CPU done processing. Once done, it put the data into your RAM. RAM load the data into your IO devices. Your IO devices. Guys, you no need to be power of the system for deleting data in the RAM. Okay, because it is a very simply thing. It's never save any data. RAM never save any data in the RAM module. So for this one, last what time I find a one easiest way to explain is thing is, for example, this is something like a well, first well, and this is like a some kind of stuff. The second one, remember, this is like a some well or a some water tank. Okay, so this is like a sump, you know which stores to it is stored to water. This is we can dig the water like that. You took a bucket. Think, you took a bucket, you fetch the water, you fetch the water from here. Okay, and with the bucket, and you pour the water in this sum. Okay, very simple, one arrow type. You fetch it and pour it. You fetch it and pour it. The bucket has the water, but not permanently. Understand, guys? Okay, same thing. RAM is like that. You put a data, automatically RAM take the data from IO devices, give it to CPU, CPU process it, and give it back to RAM. RAM give data into monitor or storage or anything. So only RAM is like a flow of data. It go to RAM to CPU, CPU to RAM to IO devices. It's just a temporarily only, not store any data. Even if you power is on, power is off, RAM never stores data. RAM exactly say never store data. RAM exactly say never store any data. It just flow. It just a flow. Okay? So simply say CPU to RAM to IO devices. Okay, like that only. Okay, so very simple. Like always, the loading is there. Just understanding is. Don't worry about this thing. Okay, understanding is important. Okay. Next, RAM. Again, RAM, random access memory, is divided into two types. RAM is actually two types. One is SRAM, another one is DRAM. SRAM means static RAM, DRAM means dynamic RAM. Static RAM usually a pure form of transistors we use it. It is faster than DRAM. It is faster than DRAM. But by namesake, it is a dynamic RAM, but static RAM is a faster. Okay, we use a pure form of transistors. Actually, it is costly also, costlier than a DRAM, costlier than a DRAM. That's why we use for cache memory. We use it for a cache memory. So SRAMs we use it for a cache memory purpose only. Next, DRAM. DRAM is actually earlier we have a DRAM. Now we are having a SDRAM. Okay. So what is SDRAM? Synchronous dynamic RAM. Synchronous dynamic RAM. So instead of typing better, what is the best one? Dynamic RAM, SDRAM. The RAMs are look like that one. Synchronous DRAM, which is better than DRAM and fast as SRAM also there. It is as fast as SRAM is also there. Synchronous DRAM. Okay. Next, other than this one, there is a few different type of RAMs are there. So I'm writing these RAMs here. EDO RAM, VRAM, ECC, error correction. It's a feature of a one RAM. Okay, error correction like that. There is a different. VRAM means video RAM. VRAM means video RAM. Like those times we have a different type of RAM things. You can have. Next, in a SDRAM, further develop into DDR SDRAM. Lot of people, DDR is a separate RAM. Think DDR is a separate RAM. It is not a separate RAM. It is nothing but a SDRAM only. Double data rate SDRAM. Double data rate SDRAM. Okay. So SDRAM further develop into SDRAM further develop into DDR SDRAM. Okay, DDR. The next version of DDR is DDR2, DDR3, and current version in a market is DDR4. DDR4. Okay, so these are the different type of RAMs are available. Next, tell me one more. So what to see in a RAM? What to see in a RAM? Size of RAM is important, right? So what is the sizes are look like? 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, like that. RAM sizes are there. Size of the RAM is important. Next, clock speed of RAM. Clock speed. It's like a 1600 megahertz, okay, 2400 megahertz, okay, so 3200 megahertz. Okay, different type of speeds are there. So compulsory speed must be matches. Next one is type. What is the type? DDR3, DDR4. Okay, compatible with the CPU and motherboard is important. CPU and motherboard is very important when you're purchasing a RAM. Okay, compatibility and size compatibility, everything compatibility, you have to check it. Okay, this is about your CPU, RAM. And in a RAM there is a few different types, means the pin configuration is there, like a dip. Next one is sim, dim, rim, SODIMM. So what is this? Dip, you can try your dip. Dip is like a IC type. Dip is like a IC type. Sim means single inline memory module. Single inline memory module. Dual inline memory module. Rambus inline memory module. Small outline memory module. Okay, so what is single inline memory module? It's simply like it is also a RAM. Okay, so you can see SIMM. Sim RAMs are like, you can see like this. There are look like this one. So small in a pin number, 72 pin, 94 pin number, like that it is there. Okay, and important is, if you can able to understand, you can look at this one. These are a pin numbers. You can see the golden type or a copper type. You can see that is a pins. Okay, for example, this is a started with 1, ended with a 72. Totally 72 pins only. 1 to 72 pins are there. Okay, if you flip it, if you flip this RAM, you can see 1 to 72 number only, other side. But if you go to dim, dims are different. Okay, so I will show you the dim. Regularly our computers, normal computers, we use a dim packages. We use a dim packages like this. See, it's a DDR for dim packages. How to understand it is a DIM or a SIM? Usually nowadays we are all having DIM packages only. For example, the pin number on the DIM package. I am searching for a any RAM with a pin number. So okay. Meanwhile, you can see. Look at here. This is how we can insert into RAM. Insert into that RAM slot. Okay, RAM like that we can able to insert it. So like he is inserting. This is a slot. Just you have to put it and press in the top. The lock will be automatically locked. This will be locked into that notches, and make sure you are locked it properly or not also is important. Understand? So how do you lock? Like this is the RAM slot. Put the RAM and make sure this middle notch should be matches. Press the RAM on the top. Automatically RAM will be insert into it. Okay, and make sure it is locked or not. No loose connections, no loose contacts. Okay, yeah. So we'll see if you see the any RAM like this, the pin numbers like a pins you see, the starting pin is a 1 and this pin is showing for example 94. It means it is a 94 means backside if you see that is a 95 and sorry, 94 means 188. Okay, 188 pin number. 1 to 94 means 188 pin number. Yes, it's 168 pins. 168 pin means pin number starts here 1, ends here 84. And the backside, if you flip it, then pin number start with 85, ends with 168. Okay, the pin numbers are like that. So that is a dim, dim. Dual inline memory module. Then what is RIM? It is also a dim only. It's not a difference. It is also a dim package only. Only thing is it has a heatsink shield. So when you are using a server type of motherboards or a gaming motherboards, this heatsink is on the dim packages. So that is called a RIM, Rambus Inline Memory Modules. So the dim, as if it is producing lot of heat, then so to absorb the heat, we use dim packages. Okay, dual Rambus Inline Memory Module. Last one is SODIMM. SODIMM is nothing but a dim only, but this is a small size. Small size is compared to dim. Small in size. It's look like this one. Small sizes like this. Okay. So one point I want to tell, guys, dim or a rim for desktop purpose. SODIMM for laptop or mini PCs. Nowadays, mini PCs also there in the market. Small PCs. Okay, mini PCs. Want to see mini PC? Okay, like this. It's a box in a size. You can see like this. This is Asus model. See, this is a very simple box. Inside there is a small motherboard and a CPU and connections are there. Okay, but whenever you purchase this, maybe you have to insert a hard disk or SSD. Okay, see this is very small hard disk or SSD and a RAM. Which RAM? Usually, the RAM is sodium type of RAM, like a laptop RAMs only we will insert it. Okay, laptop RAMs, SSDs are a laptop hard disk only we are putting it. 2.5 inches hard disk in it. Okay, so sodiums are used for laptops and mini PCs. DIMM or RAMs usually used for this one. DIMM and RAM same thing only. Only thing is heat sheet. Rambus. Rambus inline memory module. These are the packages of a RAM. Okay. So ROM we'll discuss tomorrow, but what we have to discuss immediately. So this is the question. My PC not booting, or post failed. Okay, or how do you? This is a new terminology. Then we will see like this. I started my PC. Remember one. I started my PC. PC power button. Press the power button. Okay. Nothing on screen. It means it's like a black screen. Nothing. Not even a logo of your motherboard logo or a company logo. Nothing is there. Next. No LED blinking. Blink. BLI blink. Right. No LED blink on a keyboard. Okay, that is called a boot failing, post failing representation. You start a PC, started a PC, which means power on my PC. Exactly say power on. I power on my PC. So nothing. The screen is blank. Okay, nothing on the screen. Nothing on the screen. The screen is blank or a black. So nothing. No logo, nothing. No LED light will be blink. LED keyboard lights will be blink. So if you want to see once, like to get a picture of that one, LED. No, not LED. Keyboard. Just keyboard picture. I wanted keyboard PC. Any PC. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the good one. Look like. So you can see three LEDs are there now. At above the num lock, you can see the number button. So there is a three LEDs you can able to see. Okay. Exactly on it only it's yeah, now it is able to see the three LEDs. Okay, three LEDs. Any standard keyboard has three LEDs in generally. Okay, no blinking, no blinking. I power on my PC, nothing on my screen, no LED blinking, just it will blinks once. No beep or continue yes beep sound. Okay, so generally it will generate one single beep if it is okay. Otherwise no beep or continuous beep. Okay, anything. Generally continuous beep, single beep or continuous beep. Sometimes the beep will be disabled. Beep is disabled, and then we want column. Okay, just spell here. Orange light at a power button. Yeah, orange light. Yes, yes, very good. One more. Yeah, very good. That's power LED blinking. But HDD, another LED is HDD LED, not blink. I said blink, but actually it is light glows, glowing. It's not blink, it is actually glow. Okay, so that is here problem. So what is the possible problem? So it is problem can be anything. Problem can be anything. It can be any solution or anything is damaged. But one of the common thing is RAM. You know, anything happens in a home. If good thing is happen, the first son or a first person, anything bad is happen, so this is the last person only. Okay. So like if anything happened to the computer, we have to blame the RAM only. Okay. So any these kind of cases usually boot fails because of RAM. So it is a possibility you have to blame on a RAM only. So what is the RAM thing? So possibilities. RAM loose connection. So what to do if it is a loose connection? Remove and reset. Remove it and reset it back. Next, RAM dust formation on RAM. Dust formation on RAM. So I will copy it. I want to show you some pictures how it is look like. Look at here. It is showing just a different way, not a PC RAM. Yeah, like this. See, this dust is there. Okay. The systems will, these are the RAM is sitting on the RAM slot, right? So on that one, we are there's a lot of dust will be created. So this is how to do it. Like you can take a eraser kind of stuff, pencil eraser. You can take a pencil eraser and clean the edges, these edges, and take a small brush or a small kind of brush or a that's a pump, air pump kind of stuff. So you can remove the dust on this inside also. Dust, better to remove the dust on this inside also. So that is a possibility. Okay. Clean RAM with pencil eraser. Okay, ignore the spellings. Okay, you understand that is important. Pencil eraser and clean RAM slot. Okay, clean the RAM slot. Next, possibility is RAM is damaged. How to check RAM is damaged or not? So to check the RAM, so there is a RAM matrix also there. Okay, so like this is the RAM checking things are there. You have to insert it and you have to run some commands, then it will verify your RAM is working or not. Okay, RAM is working or not. So where is that meter is starting only, it's not repeated again. Yeah, like this type of RAM based on that, so you can insert it. So only we don't need of that thing. Okay, so what to do? Very simply cross verify with other PC. Insert a RAM into different PC. Make sure RAM is working or not. Make sure RAM is working or not. Okay, that's it. And put another RAM in your PC. Make sure working or not. So we can cross verify it. If RAM is damaged, you confirm RAM is damaged and replace the RAM. Replace the RAM. Damaged RAM. Guys, understand what happens if this scenario there is a possibility of RAM related issue. It can be a loose connection, it can be a dust formation, it can be a damaged. CPU and RAM both are completed for today. Tomorrow we'll discuss about a ROM, BIOS, yeah, SMPS, like that. Few things we'll discuss, and boot processing. Tomorrow we'll finish that part. That's it for today, guys. Anything you want to add up or anything you want to say, please?